Hey guys, so welcome to my video, my last Thursday video, which is kind of sad but kind of cool to know that I'm doing once a week, one video a week, which means I can spend more time on it and also make them a little bit better for you guys. So that is quite exciting. And this week I'm going to be doing another video for you guys about books. I'm going to be doing my TBR list for you guys so you can see how many books that I still have to read on my bookshelf. I don't have that many, considering I've seen people on YouTube with hundreds and hundreds of books that they haven't read that they have on their shelf. So I'm quite glad that I don't have that, but eventually that may happen if I don't continue to read my books. But at the moment I am in a buying ban, so I'm not allowed to buy anything. So this is good, so it means I will not buy any books for a while. I'm hoping. This could be broken, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to show you guys what I still have to read on my bookshelf. Obviously my bookshelf is still empty because we are moving, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity to show you guys my books until we move, and then I can do another shelf thing when we move into a new place, which is not really a new place, but whatever. Anyway, so we'll get into this video. If you want to see what is on my TBR list, then definitely keep watching. So first of all guys, we're going to go through the ones that I bought. I don't even know how long ago. I bought these ridiculously long ago, like a few years, and I still have to read them. I don't know. I bought them all thinking, oh yep, they look cool, and then I don't know, I just lost interest in books for a while and just didn't have time and have never got back to reading them. So, and these are all my Sarah Dessen books. So I have Sarah Dessen, This Lullaby. I don't know why I bought these books, to be honest. I think they just looked quite good. I think I bought a book, Forever by Judy Blume, and I think that these were like a suggested book as well, so I was like, well, might as well get these too. But I mean, I do want to read these books. They do look quite good, and it is by the New York Times best-selling author, so I'm interested to give this a go. It just may take a while. The next one that I have is the same Sarah Dessen, and it's called That Summer. Same reason I think I bought the other one was because of it was a suggestion from another book, but it kind of looks quite good. It's not that thick. I mean, the other one is reasonably thick. Well, no, actually, it's pretty normal. So this one's quite small, but that probably wouldn't take too long to read, which is quite good. So hopefully that will be read very shortly. The next book that I have is Keeping the Moon by Sarah Dessen. I have a feeling that I actually have read this book. I'm not quite sure why, but I don't know, maybe I haven't. I just think I've had this for so long that I feel like I have read it, and it has just been sitting on my shelf. But on the back of it, it shows a few more of her books, so I may look at getting those once I have read these books. These books they need to be read because they've been sitting on my shelf for way too long, and I thought about getting rid of them, so they've kind of been sitting at the bottom of my shelf, sort of umming and ahhing about them, so they probably will sit there for a little bit longer until I decide what to do. And my last Sarah Dessen book is The Truth About Forever. And yeah, this is doing the same thing. It's been sitting on my shelf doing nothing. But on the inside it has some more novels by Sarah Dessen, and I think that's where I may have seen the rest of these books, I think. Because most of them are in here. So it just makes me feel even worse. So that is all my Sarah Dessen books, which I have to read, which I feel really bad about. But hopefully I will get to these. I will get to these eventually. We'll see. But at the moment, for the one I am reading at the moment, I have Just One Day by Gail Forman. I really, really enjoyed If I Stay and Where She Went. I flew through If I Stay, and then it struggled a little bit through Where She Went, but it definitely was worth the read. So good. And I saw that she had another one of these, so I definitely had to pick these two up. Picked up both her other ones. So this one is Just One Day, and my other one I have to read is Just One Year, and that's the sequel to this one. So this one looks quite good, and this is actually, I've only read about a chapter, but it is actually quite interesting. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm definitely looking forward to finishing this, and it's going to be quite a big read because it's quite small print and my eyes have been playing up recently, so I'm looking forward to finishing this book. It is really good so far, and I just can't wait to get on to the next one. The next one that I have is Something Like Fate, like by Suzanne Colasanti. Oh, I don't know if I'm saying that right, it's probably wrong. I totally forgot that I had this book. I think I put it on my Goodreads list to read, and I think it's on my book depository list to buy, and I own it, which is really embarrassing to know. These are one of the books that's been sitting down with my Sarah Dessen stuff, and I just haven't looked at it, and I forgot it existed. So I'm quite happy to actually have this book, because I was like, oh, that looks quite good, and I now have it, so I don't have to go and buy it. So yeah, yet again, I am quite embarrassed that I forgot that I owned this. So yeah, and my collection is not actually that big, so it's very embarrassing. The next one that I have is called Girl at Sea, and I bought this recently for $3.50 at the warehouse, and it's by Maureen Johnson, and that's really the only reason I bought it, was because it was Maureen Johnson, and I really like her style of writing. But I mean, the inside's pretty boring. It's pretty, but whatever. The sleeves, I mean, it's a bit meh and meh, but whatever. So I mean, I'm looking forward to reading this. It looks alright. Main reason I got it was because I really enjoyed the 13 little envelopes, little blue envelopes, so I thought, why not get this and see what her other work's like. So yeah. The next one that I have is Faking Sweet by J.C. Burke. This again was sitting at the bottom of my shelf with my Sarah Dessen books, so didn't realise I had this. It's been that long since I've looked at them, but that's alright. This does look quite interesting, so hopefully I'll be able to get through this in the next year. The next book I have to read is My Hunger Games, not My Hunger Games, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I borrowed this from a friend, and then I still haven't read it. I only borrowed it from her like a month ago, maybe a bit longer than that, but I still haven't read it. But she's in no rush to get it back because she's read them all, so I'm just holding on to this until I get to read it, but that may be a while because it doesn't really interest me that much. So I don't know what it is. Harry Potter never really interested me, and books I couldn't get through the first few chapter at all. In the first one, I couldn't do it. I don't know what it was. It just doesn't interest me. But I love the movies, and I love the movies of this, and I don't think it's gonna interest me, but we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. The next one I have is The Worst Girlfriend in the World by Sarah Manning, or Sarah, you know, I don't know. And I bought this for $10 at the warehouse not long ago, and it looked quite good. It reminds me of Perks of Being a Wallflower, weirdly enough, just the cover and everything. So, I don't know, it sounds interesting. It's just about best friend with now enemy, and it sounds good. So I'm kind of looking forward to reading this, but yet again it is on my to-read list because I'm slack and buy new books and forget about these ones. The next one I have is Infamous by Lauren Conrad. I bought this because it looked interesting and I like anything with famous in it. I don't know why, don't ask me why. But I got this, and then I realised that she was off the hills, and I don't actually know if I want to read this anymore. So, I don't know. I probably will end up reading it, and I may enjoy it, but this is kind of a down the low of the list. I'm not sure. I don't know. This will be interesting anyway. Next one I have is Are We There by David Leviathan, whatever his name is, I can't remember. And I can't pronounce his name right. But this one I got recently, and I really enjoyed Boy Meets Boy, so I thought, why not get his other ones, and I want to get some more of his because I really enjoy his writing style. So I hope this is going to be good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. This will be one of the definitely next reads. And the last book that I have is Two Boys Kissing by David Leviathan, and I again enjoyed his other book, so I picked up this one. It looks interesting. So yeah, I mean, I think it's an old cover. I'm not entirely sure about covers or whatever, but I didn't mind this cover, and it was a cheaper version to get this cover than another cover, so I thought, why not, who cares. But I definitely am looking forward to reading these, so these are probably going to be my next two reads after the Gail Forman book, so looking forward to those. But yeah, that is my to-be-read list, so I will put a number somewhere on the screen here of how many I still have to read. It's not that many, but I don't read that fast, and when the uni comes back I won't really be reading because I'll be doing uni stuff, so it's gonna be an interesting year. My goal is to read 20 books this year, so we shall see if it actually happens. But yeah, that is my to-be-read list pretty much, so if you do have any questions about any of the books, then leave a comment down below, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos, as I will be going to one video a week next week on a Wednesday. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall catch you next time, guys. Bye bye!